All right, we're going to start trading here. This market has come in, and I just want to document what I'm about to do. This market's come in and it's rallied really hard. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. We're coming up to the top of an Elliott wave up in here. And I'm just going to anticipate we got the Fed is going to speak in 5 minutes. And everybody's all excited about what they think he's going to say. I think this market will eventually end up back down at the VWAP. All right. So I'm going to start trading. We could do options, but this is the Russell, and the Russell is the one that seems to be trending nicely today. And so I'm going to start the strategy known as the Devil's Ladder, all right, or Balaam's Ladder. So we're going to come in the Devil's Breath is what it's called. And I'm going to start adding on to positions as the market continues to ride. We're going to start small, and then we're going to take some positions to the downside. We're actually looking for a retracement on this market. So I'm going to come in. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start trailing on that ATR with a single contract. And then I'm going to also trail one price bar back with a single contract. And as soon as we get a break to this upside, we're going to start taking short positions. And then if it bounces down, gets us in, and then starts to rally again, we're going to start building a larger position as the market continues to rally against us. But for now, as long as it's continued to rally up, we're going to let it go. But we're not going to go long because we're bearish on this market with this news that we think is coming in. Everything's going to, come up at the top of this trend and turn around and start to go the other way. So we got two options in there, two positions in there, one on the green dots, one on the trailing one price bar back. And we're going to just look for this quick retracement here and see if we can't catch a pullback to that VWAP. If I come in here with my Fibonacci ruler and just go from the low of today's low this morning all the way up to where it's currently trading, you can see that would only come back to 38.2 on the Fibonacci scale. Wouldn't even come back to 50 or 61.8 to get back to that what that VWAP looks like. So I don't think that's an unrealistic expectation, and that would be a nice move here in the Russell right now from where it's currently trading back to that level would be a $700 move. Notice that we have our trailing stops in there. It's just trailing up, and as soon as it reverses, then that's where we'll put our first positions on. As long as it wants to keep rallying and going into this 9 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock for me, that's 9 o'clock Mountain, be 11 o'clock Eastern, that we're going to get the Fed to speak. And so we're going to look to take a short position off this. Now, it might jump all over the place when he first gets in, but that's or first starts to speak. Now, it might jump all over the place when he first starts to speak, but we're going to take the short side of this, and then we'll build Balaam's Ladder. We'll start putting on limits if it continues to rally. Try to build a bigger position for the downside move on this. Now, if it goes up, we'll have a stop that we put up there and try and cap our losses. But we're looking for it to retrace and come back down off this third drive high. Okay, it's starting to show some weakness up there as we get closer to the speech. There we're in with our first contract. We're short. Now we're short two. Broke both our support levels. One is the average true range. Took that one out. And we also took out the first price bar to break a new low. So now as people are getting ready to get out of this market just before the speech, because I think a lot of people don't want to hang on to their positions and take their profits while they can before the speech comes in. Now we're going to hold through the speech. I'm not going to, scalp and trail at this point. We're going to hold this because we're going to run Balaam's Ladder. What is Balaam's Ladder? Balaam's Ladder says that we come in here and we start putting some limit orders up in here. If this market continues higher, we'll have to keep adding on to our position. And we'd put in Balaam's Ladder. Balaam's Ladder would look like this. All right. So we'd add to a bigger and bigger position as it went up. Of course, at some point we have to, call uncle and rip the cord and get out and take a loss. But we don't know where it's going to turn around, pop around and turn around, and then we think it's going to fall. We're going to catch this high point. Looking for the MACD down here. Got the moving average convergence divergence, or the MACD. And it's looking for it to roll over the top right here. Start down the backside. Stochastics is way up in the upper region. You can see down here. Stochastics is way up there in the oversold region, overbought region. Sorry, overbought is up to the top side. Oversold is down here to the bottom side. So when stochastics is way down in the bottom region, we want to start looking for reasons to take long positions. When it's way up in the upper side, we want to start looking for reasons to take short positions. So now we've got, that's our first arrow indicating that the market is reversed. And all that's telling us is it's broke below the average true range. So that's just an average true range arrow. And that's all that's really telling us. It broke below the average true range. So we're not going to jump out if it pulls back against us at this point. We're going to add on to our position, but it's got to go up there and break a new high. So right now we're coming in. We got about a minute left until the Fed steps up to the podium and starts to give his little speech. So we'll see what happens when that occurs. Usually the first thing he does when he steps up to the podium is he wants to portray a positive outlook on the economy. That's what he's going to want to do. So the very first things people are going to feel is, oh, good news. And so the market should rally. And then if he's got bad news, he drops that second. So the market rallies up, and then he says, oh, but I got bad news. And then the market flushes like a toilet. And so we're going to catch one or the other. We'll see what happens. See how high this market can go. And if it goes up, we'll pick up a couple extra positions in anticipation of the drop. This is a dangerous strategy. It'll either turn out really well for us, we'll make a whole bunch of money, or it turn out badly for us, just like anything, I guess. You go up there and keep going up, 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 like a rocket ship, and then because we're short, we lose a lot of money. So we'd have a stop in here, way up here. This is where we'd get out if we were wrong. So 5 contracts. So we're stepping up to the bar today and saying we're going to either make it or lose it. Okay, down he goes. Down he flushes. All right, so if you're listening to what he's saying, he's not portraying the positive news that we thought he might. Down it goes. So old Fed chair saying something that people don't like. Okay, we're tying off a bow tie right here. This would be a first place to take a profit if we want to take a profit. Right here, we could take some off against that previous high right there. We got another previous high right here. That would be another target area for it to come down to. It's rallying up, so some people took their profits off right there, started to buy. So that's what that was. We're going to wait and see if he wants to drop again. We could pull one off right there. So we buy one. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll turn lemons into lemonade. I just accidentally hit the wrong button. Made a bunch of money on doing it. Oh well. That's land, clicking the wrong button. Made a little bit of money doing it, but not what I wanted to do. I wanted to still be one short. Well, we picked that up for $652. I guess that was not a bad trade. We could sit here and watch and see if this thing's going to come all the way back down to the VWAP like I thought, but I accidentally made a mistake. Got out of this thing prematurely. Now the question is, do you want to get back in? Well, not at this point. We need to get a flag formation or something to give a little hesitation in that downtrend. Hate it when I do that. Made a mistake. I only wanted to pull one off at that area of support. I didn't mean to reverse my position. That's me making a mistake, not having the right quantities over here. Pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I guess $652 where I'm going to end this video. You guys want to continue to watch it fall? See if you can't pick up a flag formation or something, another opportunity to take this thing short down to the VWAP. And I'll let you go at this point. I made a mistake, got out too prematurely, and guess I took all my profits at 652. Can't cry over that. And see you next time.